Hi, everyone. So the kittens are doing good, in case anybody was wondering. Apollo and Phil are like my little cult members. They just follow me around and they sit down next to me when I sit down. And I mean, it's Apollo all of the time, Phil half the time, because he's not really my cat. He's Alicia's. But anyways, I'm still trying my tricks on him and they're just not working, so I have to keep coming up with more tricks to just pull him closer to my side. But anyways, Caesar's still pooping on a kitchen rug. I think I mentioned that in a prior episode. So like we can't have anything nice. Like when I don't know, maybe I don't know how people have nice things and they have animals living in their houses. Like how? There's we got a nice kitchen floor and I would like to have nice little rugs, one in front of the stove, in front of the sink, and then in front of the fridge. And then there's one where the cat bowls like go on top of so the kids can sit on the rug when they eat. So I have to get these like Alicia tried there was like some I don't know how to describe it. They're like mats or something, like foam mats, and she thought that would be good because like it'd be easier to like clean up Caesar's shit when I mean he poops neatly. It's not like he just splatters. It's a little turd, but she thought that would help with the cleanup. And then the kids started shredding the thing like it was a toy. So there's just pieces of like carpet foam all over the kitchen. I'm like, this isn't working. So I tossed those and got cheap ass like little rug things, little square pieces of rug um from Walfart. Yes, I know we're not supposed to be buying from them, but we're not rich, so we have to keep within our budget currently. And so I got three of those because the cat one doesn't need to be replaced. Um, they were like $5 a piece, and it's, a toss up which one Caesar decides to shit on. And that cat is smart too, because he knows I'm the one that has to clean it up most of the time, because he waits till I go to bed to take a shit on one of those carpets in the kitchen. Um, and if anybody's wondering why, who hasn't heard before, he has bathroom trauma too. Like, it's not always safe for the geriatrics to go to the bathroom because the kittens like to, they're very territorial about the shit boxes, which is annoying. But, like, one of the geriatrics will go over to the area to use one of the boxes, and one of the kittens will follow and just sit. So there's like no way to get around them. They're just trapped in this little area, like being watched or something. I don't know. And so obviously, like Xena and Caesar don't really care for that. Xena is managing to do what she wants anyways, but Caesar's like, oh my God, I don't know how he's peeing in there. Like, where's the pee? How is he able to just pee in there and not pee on the rug? So, whatever. I will take a little fucking turd and wipe that up and not instead of pee. You know what I mean? And I can't believe that I'm even saying this because it's just gross to have a cat turd in the kitchen, but this is where he's choosing to poop. Um, man, do I have stories about this cat and like his issues with the bathroom. So I can relate to him a lot. But anyways, um what else? There's so I try to be careful about like what I talk about because I don't want to be perceived. I mean, I guess I can be perceived as anything, whatever. But I don't want people to think I'm just like gross or something like that. But I have to say this. So like I'm over on Threads and I like it there because there's a nice community. Maybe some of you guys are on Threads and like we chat and stuff. And I do this thing called Autistic Logic. So a few times a day I just post like some one-liners about um like something that here, let me look one up. Hold on. Okay, so like autistic logic, getting accused of overreacting when actually reacting appropriately to an insane situation. That's one. What's another one? Knowing that your ability to see clearly is the reason you get excluded. So I'm just like doing stupid little one-liners that make me chuckle, and I can't believe I said chuckle. Who says that anymore? Make me a little like giggle or whatever. Chuckle's an okay word. I just don't like it. But anyways, so there's this one, and I I don't like talking about likes and stuff because I think that's gross, but I'm just gonna say it. So there's this one that got almost 15,000 likes, and with it, this was like the most attention any one of mine has gotten, and I don't like it. Um, because there were so many shitty people commenting about just being nasty about autistic people. And what's also very disappointing is it was people in our own community, autistic people, like hating on this shit. Um, like I was getting comments like autistic people are a bunch of dumb fucks. Oh, everybody, or yeah, everybody's making a thing about autism these days. Everybody thinks they're autistic. And the one that gets me the most is the dumbassery of the fucking way that some people think. It's called autistic logic, meaning the way many of us think about something. Not all of us, maybe not even half of us, but in my mind, from everything I've listened to and watched and people I've talked to, like these come from those interactions and these beliefs that we've had throughout our lives. You know what I mean? It's logic. And so people are like, stop saying that this is autism. Stop saying that this is an autistic trait, or other ones that are like, um, I could go on. I don't want to, because they were really mean. And how are you confusing the word logic with trait? Those are not the same thing at all. Like, are you just paying attention to the thing that comes after the colon and not seeing that it's just autistic logic? I didn't write autistic trait. And so that's a little bit annoying, but thank goodness for the block button. And so, like, I've had to block a couple hundred people at least, because I'm sorry, you can disagree and say something else, like that's okay, like disagree, or put in like your own thoughts about whatever I did the post on or whatever, but like don't sit there and be like assholes about it. So that block button comes in real handy, and I did not start anything with anybody. I didn't even say boo. I just I couldn't even read like the entirety of some of these. They would take up every character a lot. Like I don't know how many characters you're allowed in one post, but they would use them all just to make sure like, autistic people felt like shit when they read that comment. I couldn't even finish reading, like, past the first sentence or two, because why? And, the majority of the time when I was doing this, it was like a minor annoyance. I wasn't even angry. I'm not super annoyed like I am now. I'm just annoyed now because I get to talk about it. Um, that's rude. And, like, I'm not a huge fan of social media anyways, but I do like the autism communities that I have on different places. And I'm not going to stand for having that shit just hanging out in the comments and then people adding to it. Like, I don't like that. It's disgusting. So, block, 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 like block. What'd you say? Block. No, but I meant block. No, but block. Fuck you, block. Okay, so thank you for listening to that. Um, that was not a good time. It was nice that people could relate. And people were even leaving comments like, I'm not autistic, but like, I do this too. That's great. Like, I like comments like that. I've even gotten some people saying, like, oh, like, I do think this way, because they understand that it's about thinking, not about like traits and shit. I don't know. I'm gonna move on. I just really needed to get that out, and do not like gross people. Do not like it. Thank goodness I'm mature now, most of the time. Okay, what else do I have here? Um, da 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 da. Yesterday, Alicia had another ketamine session where I go drop her off, it's like a 3-hour thing where she's under, like, she's on ketamine, and it's like she's got the therapist, and there's a whole thing they do. And so the timing was okay. I didn't have to get up early or anything to bring her, but like the short story is I wasn't the slightest bit annoyed that I had to drive her. And I only found out about this like last week because she was trying to get a session in before her therapist went on vacation or something. Um, and every single time I'm annoyed because I don't like to have to do this. It's 3 hours of, like, I've go listen to some episodes. I've talked about this like I want to do it, and I don't know. Do I though? I don't want to do most things, but it's my wife. And this therapy is like life changing for real. Like, she is so, I don't know if different's the right word, but like she's feeling more, she's talking to me more. Like, her communication is the best it's ever been with me. Like, and that's been our biggest issue. Like, I think most people do struggle with communication because you got different viewpoints, you're seeing things in different lights or whatever. Um, and so like we're driving home, and I'm like, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, because she knows now that I don't want to do majority of the things that I do in life, like be responsible or whatever. But I thought that she would understand. So I told her how I felt. I was like, I'm not even annoyed. Like, and I'm sitting here like, what's wrong with me? Like, why am I not annoyed? Like, this is not normal behavior. It's so, like, I'm not used to, like, I'm just always, I mean, just used to my anxiety. I'm used to like the way I feel about different situations. So I was thinking about it, and I told her that, like, we've been making really good strides with like our communication, and her telling me where she's at with things. And like, I can only attribute this, not only, I suppose, but like ketamine has played a huge part in her transformation, or whatever the fucking word is. It's not like she's becoming a different person, or just herself is emerging now. And it's nice to see. And I feel like there's some life in my wife. Does that make sense? Like, I don't know. Because she has depression. She's had that her whole life. So it's weird to see her connect with feelings so well and talk about them. But anyways, sorry, I think that's all I had to say about that. So yeah, good for me, I guess. I don't know if that was a fluke. I guess we'll have to see. I don't know if I just got lucky with my mood. So I'm just gonna have to file that away in the ongoing research file or something. Like, I have to still collect data. So the next time we do this, I have to sit there and compare notes. So anyways, and then the last thing that I have, I was just checking the time. Um, so Alicia's on her way to go pick up Bella, who is turning 16. She hasn't had any party or anything yet because it's not her birthday just yet. I think it's like next week. So we're the first ones. And I haven't felt this way in a long time, where there's so much I have to do and so little time to do it. Like, I have so much work stuff to do, household things to do, like just things to do. Sometimes I just feel like all I'm doing is just doing things, day in and day out, just doing things. And so my routines have gotten a bit fucked up this week, which, you know how that feels. So I ordered decorations, put them up, uh, blew up balloons. Um, I like, her family is very artsy, so that works well because like I prefer gifts where like you made something for me rather than bought it. And her side of the family is like really good with that, like just making shit all the time and like giving those away as gifts. And they bring us things a lot that they do, like little paintings and stuff. So I decided to make her things. Um, I don't want to describe but I got like little figurines, like, and I have this cat calendar where the majority of the page is just a big picture of a cat, and then you get like a little quote on the bottom. So I cut off the quote, and then I use the cat page like for that day, and I turn it into a little envelope. And then I put a couple of things in there. So she's got a bunch of those in like a box that I have, that I don't know how to describe it, that I get my pot mailed in. There's these little boxes, like if I only order one pouch of gummies at a time. And so I'm a box hoarder. I save them because I know I'm going to use them for something. And so I had a few of them. I put stickers on them. It's just I had a good old time, I guess. I painted her something. She likes horses, so I painted her an attempt at at a geometric horse. I think it came out pretty decent. And Alicia made a cake. Our oven's been broke for months because we've needed to just order one part, and Alicia has not gotten around to it. And I don't do those things. I don't fucking know. I don't even use the oven that much, so what do I care? But so she finally ordered the part and fixed the oven, and we were talking about like, a cake, and I was like, oh, I'm planning on just gonna go get one, and I'll like write something on it with those little gel things. And she's like, well, what about like making one? And I was like, I'm not planning on that. Like, if you want to make a cake, you make it. I don't want anything to do with that. And it felt great to say that. I didn't feel bad. I didn't feel guilty. I'm just like, no, I have no desire to bake a cake, even though the oven's working. So she decided that she was going to bake a cake, which was great. So, and I just got done with mowing. I had to clean, like, I'm cleaning the house. Like, it was just so much to do. And I don't know what's happening with my time this week. And then I don't know what I'm going to say. Wait, what time am I at? Oh, 16 minutes. That's not that bad. Um, I don't just week is just time has been very wonky for me this week. Like I've zoned out a lot, like or hyper fixated or whatever, for like hours at a time. So that's probably why some other stuff didn't get attended to like it was supposed to, and I'm doing all this shit last minute, which I do not like living my life this way. And I don't know how Alicia does this. She lives her life like last minute everything. Like she gets up with like just enough time, like 20 minutes. This bitch can get up and out the door, having showered and having gotten ready, everything. 20 minutes. Like everything is, I don't know. I wish I could live my life like that. I probably would have gotten more sleep back in the day. But, anyways, yeah, so I feel a little neurotic right now, which is usually when my mouth works better. So I think I feel like I talked a bit better. Didn't really have any issues. So I don't know. It's like I have to take the good with the ugh. Cause I love when my mouth works properly. Like this is great. Like I feel like I'm swimming right now. Like I'm floating in air because like listen to me talk, listen to the words coming out of my mouth. It's nice to not have to like stutter for a little bit. And I'm not being like ableist, if that's if it sounds like I am or whatever. Like I really am not. I just really appreciate the days where I can talk effortlessly, even if what comes out of my mouth doesn't always make the most sense. Um, because like does anybody out there like have the issues with talking that I usually do? Like you can hear me on episodes and stuff like stuttering and um not knowing how to use words to explain different things. Like does anybody like struggle with this? I'm sure people do, but can I please hear from you? And um like do you ever have days where you can talk pretty well? Like is there something certain going on that's helping you talk? Like do you know what I'm trying to ask? Because I just would like to talk to other people that have issues talking like I do, and to just have a conversation about that because I don't I've had like I've talked to some autistic people, and like we've made a couple of comments about our talking, but like not had a conversation about it. I don't know. I just think it'd be nice to talk to somebody and hear like how it's affected them, and that kind of stuff is always nice. So if there's anybody out there who struggles with talking and is really happy when they get a day where they can talk, sounds like an odd request, but I would appreciate like a comment or a message or something, please. And that's the end of this episode. So looks like my nonsense is about 20 minutes every time, so that's not bad. Hopefully there's something relatable in here. Um, I mean, talking about my life, oh, I don't. I would much rather talk about this shit than write it. I do not like writing about myself like on a regular basis. So, thanks for whoever listens to this stuff. And there's some links that I got about places that I'm at on the internet, and you know where to find those. Oh no, what's happening to our mouth? Oh, it's my brain, not my mouth. Okay, so I gotta go finish before they get back because I still have some shit to do. And I fucking stink. I need a shower. I do not like stinking. I don't like it. I don't like feeling gross. Sorry, I gotta go because just anybody out there struggle with that too? Like, I can't sit still when I feel grubby, but I am right now. I've done it for 20 minutes. I'm just gonna, ooh, this episode was going good until now. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye. I don't know what this was. Okay, bye.